Freedom of choice, a long fought for, hard-won freedom. Yet how many of us are really prepared to exercise it? What's she like? Just wonderful. What's he like? Just grand. And although they both may be correct, she may not seem so wonderful for him, nor he so grand for her to an outsider who's considering them as people, not as dreams. For it's hard to see clearly through a haze of emotion, hard to accept the fact that a person will not change just because you love him and want him to change. Different kinds of people can find happiness together, but only when they have the courage to look at each other honestly and can really accept the personality that they find. Personality is fashioned in part by the environment in which it developed, by temperament, by physique, and by intelligence. Such things determine how a person will act, what he wants and what he doesn't want, what he's afraid of and what makes him happy. And people constantly give us clues to their personalities. Moments of tension can often provide insight into the unchangeable core of a personality. They may reveal clues as to how that person will behave at other times. For instance,
we out of gas?
Yep. Oh, God. What do we do now?
Well, there must be a filling station somewhere near here.
I don't know. I didn't look.
Watching Mac handle the situation may tell us something about him.
Well, no cars. I guess that means you fellas are going to have to take a walk. Jim, I think we passed a station about 2 miles back. Why don't you check it?
Okay.
John, why don't you check across the hill? There might be something there. And I'll wait here with the car and we'll all meet here.
Yeah.
The situation seems to be well in hand. Mac has a cool head and the ability to give clear, simple orders. He knows how to save himself, might we say, and his friends don't seem to mind the executive manner. In fact, it gives them a feeling of security. Mac knows what he's doing, they think. He's that kind of a person. But how would a girl react? After all, Mac can't change his spots when he changes company.
Boy, what beautiful weather. We'll make it over in 35 minutes.
See here, I'm not so sure I want to go up in a plane.
Oh, it's fun. You'll love it.
I'm kind of scared.
With me at the controls?
Well, it's not that, Mac. It's just that, well, I don't like flying. Couldn't I drive over in the car?
Hi there, nice day.
Hi there. Hello.
Come on, baby, time to go.
I could be there by the time the game starts.
Well, if that's what you want. You girls want to hop over the hill with me?
You know, it's the game?
Yeah.
Oh, swell, let's go. Mac, you think I should? May we get in now?
I'll tell you when. Just
Good morning.
hold on.
Going over the game?
Yeah.
Be there.
Good enough.
Mac, I think I might. It looks like
That's
fun.
the girl. I knew you were no sissy. In? Good enough. Come on, I'll fix you up. Hey, Joe, I've got a couple of pretty girls here who want to go to the game.
Sure, send them on over.
Thanks very much.
Good
Thanks a
enough.
lot.
See you at the game.
This girl seems to like Mac's way of doing things. It's strong, decisive. But many girls would feel pushed around by such treatment. Mac, one might guess, is going to be boss whether he's at the office or at home. If you don't like bosses, he's the kind of person to avoid. You can't have his strength without the rest of him. we seem to have been here before. No, it's a girl this time. She doesn't seem to like the situation at all.
Stupid. Well, what am I going to do now? Didn't you tell the man at the garage to fix it? I can't hear you.
I said I didn't know you wanted me to.
I told the man at the garage 100 times to always check the gas before I take it out.
But you didn't tell me.
The bellboy parked the car for me last night. Why didn't he think of it? Well, don't you think you ought to do something? You just sit there.
Everyone's fault but hers. Is she really so helpless, or is it her way of doing things? And how does the boyfriend react to such behavior?
Let's look at the blouses.
Saw a blouse the other day I thought would look good on you.
Really? What was it like?
Oh, white and...
George, when will you learn that I don't wear white?
Well, that one's nice, I think.
Yes, isn't it? It's beautiful. I like the cut. You do have good taste.
But it's white.
Not exactly white. It's more of an off-white. Besides, it's silk, and I like silk so much.
Some fellows like the challenge of pleasing people who seem hard to please. Girls like Irene usually find them.
Oh, George, you're so thoughtful. What is it? Oh, it's that blouse. Oh, darling, what a surprise. I must try it on. George, this isn't my size. I couldn't possibly wear this.
Try it.
Why don't you take me with you when you're going to buy something?
Why don't you try it on?
It's ridiculous. I couldn't even get it on.
Well, try it at least.
George has perseverance. Most of us would have given up a long time ago. But then we have the advantage of not being in love.
George, it does fit. That's funny. Last week, size 12 wouldn't have fit me. I must have lost weight. Oh, I'm so happy I lost weight.
You look good.
Every woman could if she had my willpower.
George seems to have a little willpower himself and a pretty girl to boot. And if he doesn't mind having to cope with Irene's personality, she's a good girl for him. After all, it takes all kinds. Running out of gas might be a moment of tension to some of us. To others, it could be a moment of torture.
Oh, my gosh.
What happened?
Look at that.
We're just out of gas. You really gave me a scare.
Oh, this is terrible. I should have checked the gas before I left.
Take it easy, Tommy.
I don't know how this
It
could have
happened.
happened. The tank was full just before we started.
It doesn't matter if we're delayed. I'm in no hurry.
I should have checked the mileage. I don't know how a thing like this could have happened.
Tom's friend is a great one for direct action, and so he shook himself and moved. He's that kind. But Tom is the kind of fellow who has to worry before he acts.
Well, look, let's try and stop a car.
Oh, my God, you're right. I should have stopped the one that just passed. Now it's gone.
There'll be other cars. Take it easy. Here, have a cigarette. Here comes one now.
Thank you. Well, here's the gas.
Charles, you're wonderful. How did you do it? Now, why couldn't I have thought of that myself?
You see, all you gotta do is to take it easy and everything comes out all right.
Poor Tom. But how does a girl react to such helplessness? If she's one kind of girl, her maternal feelings may be touched. Tom always means so well. But if she's another kind of girl...
Maybe we should take a bus uptown and get a bite to eat there. You were bored with the play. I knew it. I should have taken you to the movies.
I wasn't bored, just a little tired, I guess.
I shouldn't have taken you out then. But I'm such a nigotist. I should have known that you wouldn't want to go out in the middle of the week. Maybe we shouldn't go and eat. But you haven't had any dinner.
Oh, Tom, will you make up your mind? I'm too tired to think.
I'm sorry. I'm boring you with my talk. I should take you home. Perhaps we could get a bite to eat on the way. Would you like that?
Here's my box.
The lady wanted a man, not a mouse. Especially not such a kind, considerate mouse. We're back here at our old stand again. Will it be a boy or a girl? By now it's getting pretty obvious that we can't guess reaction according to sex. Weaker indeed.
Look, we're out of gas.
Oh, now I'll have to walk to the next gas station.
Oh, no, it's lovely. Let's have our picnic lunch right here.
How are we going to get out of here?
Oh, that's simple. I'll show you. Now, first open the hood for me. Thank you. Now, hand me your lipstick. Thanks.
A moment of tension? Well, you wouldn't know it from Lily's reaction. If this is trouble, Lily seems to thrive on it. Her friends say that when Lily gets into hot water, she simply takes a bath. Fighters call it rolling with a punch.
You get the blanket and let's go, over there.
Okay,
Get the radio, too, and we'll have some music.
good idea.
Might as well do it right. Perfect picture of a lady in distress, but it's a lady who knows something about human nature, and who doesn't think worrying is fun. Remember, this started out as a moment of tension. How Lily suffers. Some boys might appreciate Lily's ingenuity and resourcefulness, but there are all kinds of boys. Some are like Bill.
Found a great place to go swimming after lunch, dear.
That's swell.
How's the fire coming along?
Oh, it's coming along all right.
Coming along all right. Gee whiz, you hardly even got it burning. It's amazing how inefficient women are.
Well, why don't you show me how to do it?
Glad to. See, the fire's got to have a little bit of air. Don't seem to have enough wood on it. Besides, you put the wood on it, you got to get down and all the fresh wood, you got to get down and blow on it. Like that. Egad, you're going to cut your finger off. That'll be a law against women handling tools. All you have to do is put the point over the rim of the can like this. It's very simple. And just twist.
Am I a scatterbrain, just like all women? I completely forgot to tell you that I have to go home right after lunch.
Oh, what about our swim this afternoon?
This isn't exactly what Bill planned for the afternoon. Girls, all alike. You wonder sometimes why fellas like Bill don't leave them alone.
You're so much nicer than most girls I know. For instance, other women just can't take the truth. But isn't it a fact that women just aren't as practical as men?
In some respects, yes. Like driving on a crowded road. It makes me terribly jittery. But I'm sure that you, as a man...
Oh, I'll be glad to take over.
It's wonderful how some of us can dig holes for ourselves and think we're having a good time when we fall into them. What a man is Bill.
I didn't mean to say that women are inferior to men, but...
You know, Bill, I trust you when you're driving so much I feel I can just close my eyes and go to sleep.
Go right ahead. That really makes me feel good.
Lily is the kind of girl who can manage very well, thank you. If you're looking for a girl who will cling and faint, Lily is poison. But if you can respect a girl for her intelligence and strength, Lily is, very respectable. Tension is a feeling. There are different ways of reacting to it. Some people will get anxious or get frightened or start fighting, while still others, like Gerald here at the wheel,
just a minute. I know what it is.
Gerald's reaction to tension is to act, and not to talk or pull at his hair. He knows he must have a clogged fuel line.
Oh, I wonder what's happened now.
I know what it is. He's out of gas. Gerald, you have no gas.
Gosh, I'm going to miss my airplane. Gerald, you're out of gas, and I've got to get to the airport on time. Oh, I'll take care of myself.
But Joe is a man of action, too. And pretty tense at this point.
Hey, wait a minute.
Sorry to put a scare on you, Joe. That gauge broke down on me only yesterday.
The strong, silent man. But sometimes women like them like that. Especially when a decision has to be made. They're not apt to argue.
Jerry, listen. Robbie just called. They're not going fishing. They're going to the beach instead. What do you think? Shouldn't we go with them? The weather really is beach weather. There won't be many more days like this, and then we haven't been to the beach much this year. Then I forgot. You don't like the beach, do you?
Jerry is sitting this out.
And I don't know that I want to be with Robbie all weekend. She's so talkative. I guess we might as well go where we wanted to. It'll be nice and quiet in the mountains. Oh, but then we haven't made any reservations, and it might be a little crowded with this kind of weather.
Just let her work it out, he thinks. She's doing fine.
Oh, no, that's no good. Next weekend's a holiday, I forgot. Then I'm sure they won't be crowded this weekend. Oh, and you did so want to go fishing, didn't you? Let's go fishing. We'll find a room. I'm glad you decided to go fishing, dear. I'll get ready. It won't take me long.
All right, dear.
Gerald won that argument without ever entering the debate or getting angry or even seriously worrying about his fishing plans. He's that kind of a man. Some of these couples are going to find happiness together, not perfection, but a relatively happy life. Those are the couples who know something about each other now and know themselves fairly well. It's not necessary to find a person exactly like yourself, but it is important to accept the other person as he or she really is, as he or she looks to the outside world. By the time people are ready for marriage, they're grown up. They have a definite personality, definite values, definite ways of behaving. They're not likely to change just because someone else wants to reform them. That's the way they are. Remember, it takes all kinds, and you have the right to choose among them. When you marry, you must live with a person, not a dream.